Large meetings can be intimidating, especially if you're an introvert. The noise, the fast pace, and the sheer number of people can make it hard to feel comfortable or find your voice. Today, I want to share practical strategies to help you navigate large meetings so you can contribute without feeling overwhelmed or drained. My first advice is to prepare ahead of time. Review the agenda, anticipate key topics, and write down your thoughts and your questions. This preparation will help you feel way more confident and ready to contribute. If there's a specific point you want to make, having it written down can make it easier to speak up during the meeting. It's also important to find your entry point in conversations. Large meetings can feel chaotic, but look for pauses or opportunities to add value. You can build on someone else's point, you can ask a thoughtful question, or you can share your perspective. Phrases like, "I'd like to add to what was just said," or "I have a question that might help us move forward," can actually make it easier to join the discussion. If speaking up feels daunting, consider alternative ways to share your thoughts. Use the chat feature if it's available, or follow up after the meeting with an email to expand on your ideas. Your contributions are valuable, even if you haven't shared them in the meeting and you shared them only afterwards. It's not because the meeting is over that your thoughts shouldn't be shared. It's also important to set boundaries around your energy. Large meetings can be draining, so take short breaks if you need to. Step out for a moment, or turn off your camera during a virtual meeting. Taking care of yourself helps you stay engaged and focused. Having an ally in the meeting can also make a big difference. Let someone know you're more comfortable with a quieter approach. They can create space for you to speak or echo your points to ensure that you're being heard. Allies can foster a more inclusive and supportive environment. So for example, you can tell a colleague before the meeting, "Hey, I'd like to talk about this. If you see a good moment to put this in the conversation, will you try to include me?" And then your colleague can say, "Hey, this reminds me that you had a good idea around this. Would you share it with the group?" Use your allies to help you with the large meetings and with the conversation. It's also important to embrace your strength as an introvert. You may not be the loudest voice, but you're likely an excellent listener. Pay attention to what's being said and look for opportunities to provide insights others might be missing out on. Summarizing key points, asking clarifying questions, or connecting ideas can have a big impact, and introverts are usually really good at that. Finally, really important, be authentic. You don't need to force yourself to be someone you're not to be effective. Speak when you're comfortable or share your thoughts afterwards. The goal is to contribute in a way that works for you and that makes the most of your strength and also adds value to your employer. Large meetings can be challenging for us introverts, but by preparing, by finding ways to enter the conversation, by setting boundaries around our energy, by embracing our strength, we can actually navigate meetings with more confidence. Now, I know there are a lot of introverts out there, and I would love to hear what strategies you are using to help you navigate large meetings. Please share your thoughts and your experience in the comments. I would love to hear more about this. Thanks for listening.